Hello there. Thank you for joining me today in my storytelling shack in the forest. Today, I'm going to tell you the story of Alexander, the Dwarf, and the Troll.
There once was a man called Alexander, and through the forest he did wander. For his lunch he sat upon a stump, when in that moment a dwarf made him jump.
Spare some change for an old man?
I don't have any money, but I'm willing to share my lunch with you. Here.
Thank you.
One moment he was near, and then he disappeared. But suddenly, Alex felt the ground begin to rumble and quake. Stomping feet made branches break. And big hands made trees quiver and shake. What beast is this that comes awake?
What are you doing in my forest? Trespassers will be eaten. Nom nom.
Please don't eat me. I have a daughter, and she'll be very sad if I get eaten by a giant troll.
Oh, wow. Okay then, we will play a game. You must hide 3 times, and if I find you 3 times, then I will eat you, and you will go in my belly. Oh, nom 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 nom. Run and hide, little man.
What am I going to do? I don't want to get eaten by a giant troll.
Alex knew that he had to hide. Then the dwarf took him by surprise.
I will save you. Time for some magic. Let's all do it together. We're going to wiggle our fingers, wiggle our toes, wiggle our hips and wiggle our nose. You try now. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, wiggle your hips and wiggle your nose. All together now. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, wiggle your hips and wiggle your nose. Feel the magic coming now. Let's change this man a little pound.
Alexander may not be found if he became a squirrel upon the ground.
Come on, let's get you hidden. Follow me. Quickly, up this tree.
The dwarf again disappeared.
He's here.
Little man, run and hide. I will seek you far and wide, and if I find you for my lunch, all your bones I'll crunch, crunch, crunch. Where are you? only have 2 more times to hide, and then you will be in my belly. Om nom nom nom. Run and hide, little man.
It seems in this game the troll cannot be beaten, and Alex was afeard he would get eaten.
What am I going to do?
Oh, don't worry, Alex. I will save you. Remember the magic from earlier? Wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, wiggling your hips and wiggling your nose. All together now. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, wiggle your hips and wiggle your nose. Feel the magic coming now. They've changed this man. Alaka-pow!
So right there, next to the fallen log, Alex was transformed into a riveting frog.
Come on, Alex, let's hide you again. Follow me.
Out of the forest, through the trees, Alex now must hide within the reeds.
Oh no, Ribbit! Not again, please, Ribbit!
Little man, run and hide. I will seek you far and wide. When I find you for my lunch, all your bones I'll crunch, crunch, crunch. Where are you?
The troll returned with his rusty axe, and he cut through the reeds with a mighty thwack.
Ha ha ha! Found you! You only have 1 more chance to hide, and then you will be in my belly. Wobble, 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 wobble. Ha 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 ha.
At this point, Alexander started to cry.
I'll never get home to my daughter.
Maybe the dwarf can give it one last try.
Oh, don't cry, Alex. It's okay. I will save you again with the help of my friends. Now, are you ready? Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, wiggle your hips and wiggle your nose. Feel the magic coming now. Let's change this man. Alaka-pow!
So not to become the troll's dinner dish, Alex transformed into a flopping fish. The dwarf took Alex to the river and dropped him in with a big great splosh. And Alex swam away.
Little man, run and hide. I will seek you far and wide. And when I find you for my lunch, all your bones I'll crunch, crunch, crunch. Where are you? Got you! Now in my belly, you must go!
And that's the end of our story. Only joking.
We must save him! Now we have to gather all of the magic up. Now all together now. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, wiggle your hips and wiggle your nose. Feel the magic coming now. Let's make a storm. Alaka-pow! Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, wiggle your hips and wiggle your nose. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, wiggle your hips and wiggle your nose.
Just like the trees, the troll started to sway. And with the help of the storm, Alexander got away. With his rod, the troll reached up, up, up. But at that moment, lightning struck. The troll was shocked, frazzled and fried. He knew he had lost, so ran home and cried. The winds died down. The storm soon passed. The dwarf had saved Alexander, and he was free at last.
Thank you so much for saving my life.
No, not at all. Thank you for sharing your lunch.
Alex never saw the dwarf again, but he knew he had made a new friend. He head home to hear his daughter's laughter, and they both lived happily ever after.
The end. And that was our story of Alexander, the Dwarf and the Troll. I hope you enjoyed it. Imagine if the Troll had just been a little bit nicer and shared the forest with Alexander. Things would have ended up a little bit differently. If the Troll had just shared what he had, then the end of his story wouldn't be bad. So the next time you're thinking of making someone feel blue, try to imagine if that someone was you. So try to be nice to one another, and the world will be nice to you. Try to be nice to one another, and the world will be nice to you.